All right, so a moment we've been waiting for probably 6 months now. Our very first wine collaboration with Swick called Darla. So our little Dalahest, oh wait, this way. Our little Dalahest horse, her name is Darla because if you guys don't know the background of our company, Nick is actually from Sweden. His dad, we're going to be there for a month this summer. His dad lives in a region called I say it not well, Dalarna. And that's like everything that you traditionally think about from Sweden comes from this region, including the Dala Hest, which are the dark Harleyan horses, as we would call them in English. And so we called her Darla because of the Darla aspect of it. And when Joe asked what type of wine we were looking for, we love Riesling. And we really love orange wines that are made out of Riesling. So that was on the table as one of the options. And we said that's exactly what we wanted. We figured Darla was a pretty fun name for it. So yeah, let's talk about this wine that's actually our first collaboration. Congrats if you're in the club, because you're obviously the first people that get to have it. So it's 100% Riesling. It's about 12.5% alcohol. I think it has 30 days of skin contact, whole cluster. So that's really giving it this more intense character that we will talk about in a minute. And then it was aged in neutral French barrels, which is a little bit of sulfur added and obviously no filtration. So really excited because overall we just love Swick's wines generally. We really love his orange wines. So on the nose, it really starts with like citrus notes that have like almost like citrus dessert type notes. Like it's not super zesty, but it's very strongly like lemon lime curd or something like that maybe. And then there's certainly like also I would say like whatever the fancy apple is. I don't know my apples that well in Massachusetts yet. I think it's like the one that everyone wants. It's definitely not the Fuji one. Anyways, the one that's like slightly red and slightly yellow, that. And honestly, like some nice floral tones too. But again, don't ask me what florals because I'm not great at identifying them. So let's try it. Oh, it just has this perfect grip, like just the right amount of skin contact, especially with Riesling, because sometimes it can be hard to make a great expression of orange wine out of Riesling. And I think that it's lovely when you're able to get these like super light Alsatian style wines to literally show new color as an orange wine. And like this is exactly what I like to see when it's still incredibly light, but it has really, I would say, more phenolic bitterness than tannin. And again, if this is your first time watching these videos, phenolic bitterness feels like a little baby aspirin going down the middle of your tongue versus tannin is like drying out your mouth to where it feels like you can't really like if you've had a cab sauv, like you'll know what that feels like. It just sucks the life out of your mouth. So I would say it really tends more on the phenolic bitterness side of things, but there is a bit of tannin in there, and it's like just perfectly balanced because the amount of acidity in here is great, and this acid is making your mouth water, so it's just perfectly complementing that and making the mouth feel. I feel like it's a little bit lean, but let me try it again. Yeah, it's like, but it has a pretty good long finish. It's crisp and it feels lean, but then again, like the phenolic bitterness and all these aspects working together at the end are creating this lovely mouthfeel at the end where like I'm not only getting, those citrus notes are still there, but I don't know, it's just crisp. And I think it's just like perfect for orange wine food pairing, I guess I would say. And transitioning to that. So I would love to have this with non-spicy Asian food is probably where I'd go with it, because like I just love generally having my Rieslings with like bibimbap or something like that, and this would totally go with that. But if you're someone that puts like a ton of sriracha or a ton of like crisp, whatever it's called, like the chili crisp, this is not going to be the correct wine for that because it does have this phenolic bitterness to it that you need to balance out, and it does not have very much residual sugar. So I would say you could go that route, like kimchi pancake would be so good with this. Yeah, I mean, it's just generally really food friendly. So I would approve this one as like if you're gonna have like almost like football food, I would totally go for that. Like nachos, you could do what do I really want? Oh, wings, like chicken wings would be great with this, like with some buffalo sauce. But again, not incredibly spicy, just maybe just a teeny bit spicy. You really can't go wrong because it does have that grip to it. But again, just I know it's Riesling, but not spicy. So I hope you enjoy this collaboration. This wine is delicious. We have a few extra cases beyond what we're going to be giving to the club. So if you're in the club, make sure that you purchase it after if you like it, because I don't think it'll last very long after that. And this is we're the only people that have it, and there's only this many cases of it. So we hope that you enjoy it. And if you're not in the club and it is for sale, I would highly recommend buying it now, because I don't think that it will do this wine again. And it's just a really fun collaboration, and you really shouldn't miss out on it because it's delicious. It's like just the type of wine if I was making a wine that I would love to make. So we're really excited and honored to share this with y'all, and hopefully you learned a little bit about Darla and our company story.